Hello, hello. I'm Tracy Wright with Encore Sotheby's International Real Estate, and we are located on the Brick Street here in Zionsville. And I'm also the sponsor of Pretty Little Things, which is a video, social media videos associated with the Chamber of Commerce. And Pretty Little Things is all about all the places you can go to find those or have some help in being pretty. So today we're here at Radiant Skin with Kayla Trammell, who is the owner and is going to discuss and demonstrate a few of the things that she offers here at Radiant Skin.
So one of our most popular services we offer, which we're going to be doing on you today, is injectables. Botox or Dysport helps, basically I like to say wrinkle relaxer. As we age and make those everyday expressions, smile, frown, lift our eyebrows, acting surprised, that tissue and skin can't, or the tissue can't support the skin that's getting thinner as we age. So when we make those everyday expressions, we start seeing fine lines and wrinkles start to develop. So Botox, Dysport, great for prevention, and then also help to soften those fine lines and wrinkles at rest. So on Tracy today, we're going to do Dysport. So Tracy's had Botox in the past, and we're going to try Dysport. The difference between them, just different companies, same protein being used. Dysport has a little bit more protein per molecule. It's made by a company called Galderma. That little protein per molecule that is different from it than Botox actually has a quicker onset. So it's a 2 to 5 day onset, where Botox, I generally tell people, is about 5 to 10 days. And then with Dysport, studies show that with that extra protein, the effects kind of last longer. For anyone, I always say 3 to 4 months, kind of plan to get in. And then as you get it done, that consistently, that muscle is going to weaken. And you'll notice those effects last longer. But with Dysport, I have a lot of clients that say they notice those effects last longer. So I'm going to try Dysport on her just because I'm a big fan of it, and so are my clients. So we're going to do that today.
Excellent.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes.
This will be fun.
So then, since I've seen you before, the only thing I like to ask people is any changes to your medical history.
Nope.
Okay, and then since it was last year that we did your treatment, we have you sign new consent form.
Okay.
After treatment, you're just going to notice little red marks that will go away within about 15 to 30 minutes. I don't want you after treatment to lay flat for 4 hours, wear a hat the rest of the day, or work out strenuously where you're going to get your heart rate up nice and elevated.
We don't want my face to freeze laying down.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. I can handle
Yep.
that.
Very, very rare risk with it. You might get a headache as it's kicking in, but actually studies show that it helps with headaches.
Yeah.
A lot of people get relief with tension headaches, so they come in here for that. And then other than that, very, very rare risk. It could potentially migrate and everything. So after treatment, that's why I have this.
Got it.
Do you have any questions?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
So consent form. I'll fill
Sign
your
on the
name for
dotted
you.
line.
You will sign right on the bottom and date.
All right, here we go, guys. And while you're doing this, you might mention some of the other awesome services that you
Yes.
do here. I know I had the hydrofacial yesterday.
Yep.
But then as we were doing that, she was talking to me about the club that you have here, that apparently you can kind of get on a monthly routine and save a percentage by doing so if you are a member of that.
Yeah, so everything in this industry, facials, injectables, skincare, work hand in hand. I always say it's like a teamwork. One thing that you get done isn't going to replace something else. And so we offer a monthly membership program. Monthly facials are kind of like, going to get an oil change for your car. You take care of your car while you're driving it. You take care of it like when you're at home and stuff like that. I'm just going to get you wiped off so you can go ahead and relax.
So I should take care of my face while I'm wearing it?
Yes. And so then coming in for your monthly facials, you're going to see overall good improvement in skin health and everything like that. And then, of course, we always recommend injectables and different treatments when it comes paired with that as well. So our monthly memberships include your monthly facial option. You get discounts on injectables, additional treatments, all your retail skincare products and everything like that. And then, so it's kind of like a full kind of package you get to experience if you're interested in doing a lot of services.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to get you assessed.
Okay.
We're going to do a full face assessment because you can use Botox to help soften some movement that's in that lower face to help prevent fine lines and wrinkles as well, okay?
All right.
So I'm going to have you go ahead and give me a big frown. So this is just white pencil that I use to mark people where we're going to do injections. And then I'm going to have you give me a big lift in your brows like you're acting surprised. And relax and give me a big lift again. Awesome. Okay, now go ahead and give me the biggest cheese smile that you can. Okay, and we'll do some lower face softening just because of seeing how you talk and your muscle movement and everything. So we're gonna do a little bit on your top lip, which will help with the fine lines and wrinkles as well. But then I'm gonna do some in the lower face to help with like the downturn muscle pull. So I'm gonna have you stick out your bottom lip for me. Give me a pout. Yes. And this just shows where that muscle is, and we're gonna do a little bit in your chin to help with that little kind of orange peel-y kind of dimpling in it.
Cool.
Yes.
Now, is it true what they say that it can kind of give you almost like a brow lift when you do this?
It can, yep. It definitely can. So the way the muscles pull, how it gives you a brow lift is we have two depressor muscles, your frown line muscles and your crow's feet. So when you put Dysport in it or Botox, you're gonna relax it the opposite way. So this automatically pulls down and this pulls down as well. So when you relax it, you're actually gonna get a lift.
Great,
Yes.
I need that.
Yep, and I always tell people it's more like a refreshed lift. So people like sometimes won't know that people got it done and they'll be like, you did something different. You look refreshed and stuff like that, which is awesome.
Well, and I think there's still a lot of people out there, even though we know Botox is very popular in injectables, but I think there's a lot of people that are still scared to do it or haven't tried it yet, have, you know, maybe they're worried that if it hurts or what it's going to, you know, if it's going to make such a difference, they don't recognize themselves.
Yes.
So,
and
this may be a helpful tool for those of you who are thinking about it but haven't taken the plunge yet.
Yeah, and the good thing is, I mean, I think the scary thing with this industry is you see those people like on TVs and stuff that have had a little too much, and so people get scared of that. But when you know someone that gets it and you're like, oh, she gets it, it looks so natural.
Sure.
Then that's what brings people in, because a lot of people, when they come in and they're new, I'm always like, well, how'd you hear about us? And they're like, oh, my friend got it done. And, you know, she looked so good, so then she started coming in.
Well, I know my mom had Mohs surgery because of some skin cancer spots on her face, and afterwards she followed up with some Botox, and it really helped kind of settle the scarring initially, and you know, kind of gave her back some of the beauty in her smile that she felt was missing after that surgery, because it is an intense surgery that takes some time to heal from, and that really helped.
Yeah. It's awesome. This is, like I said, one of our most popular services, and I feel like during the pandemic last year and people being on Zoom and still on Zoom, it's gotten a lot busier because people are seeing themselves on camera. And
oh yeah.
So how was your facial?
Amazing. I know that I have really dry skin, and so she recommended a nice skincare list that included a gentle cleanser, a serum that felt amazing and smelled really, really nice. I think there was talk of some retinol maybe in there, some light retinol that I could start and work on up to. What is that for again? So
retinol is like one of the best anti-aging products that you can use. So it stimulates cell turnover. So our skin should kind of be turning over about every 30 days, but as we age it gets slower and slower. So that retinol just stimulates that to be back on track and helps with fine lines and wrinkles, kind of resurfacing, making your skin brighter, tighter, more youthful. We have a bunch of different retinols based upon your lifestyle. One of our favorites right now is from our natural beauty line called Mara. It is very soothing to the skin, helps with hydration, but also has that retinol in it to help with smoothing out fine lines and wrinkles.
I see a lot of shots over there. I must be in bad shape.
Well, I use a lot of syringes because I do it based upon area, because the needle gets dull and I like for people to feel comfortable during the treatment.
Nice.
So I go through a lot of needles so then the needle stays sharp and not dull.
Got it.
I have a little squeeze ball. Though really the only thing that you're going to feel is kind of like a little pinch, like a little mosquito bite. 99% of the time people afterwards, like after their first treatment, they'll be kind of worked up because of course it's needles in your face.
Sure.
But then afterwards they're like, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to have you just relax your head back. Yes, perfect. And what we're going to do is I start from the top and kind of work my way down. So we'll start with your forehead, go between your brows, your eyes, and then do your lower face, okay? So we're going to start with your forehead. I pinch the skin up, and then you'll just feel a tiny little prick and maybe just a little pressure from the fluid, but that's about it. Okay?
I'm ready.
So we're going to start right here. 1, 2, and pinch. Good job. How'd that feel?
I really can't feel it, to be honest.
Awesome.
You must have magic hands.
I think like when I change the needle out and stuff and do it just area by area, it really helps and makes it more comfortable.
I didn't feel a thing there.
I like to hear that. Now some areas are a little bit more sensitive than others just because, you know, there might be more nerve endings around there, or I'm gonna have you turn towards me and we'll do this side. So you might feel it in some areas, but it's very tolerable, very easy treatment. And you know, by the time I get down with your full face, it'll be less than 5 minutes, and then you don't have to come back for another 3 to 4 months.
Great.
Okay, how was that?
Not bad. Not as spicy as I expected.
Okay, we got one more. I'm gonna have you turn towards me again. Yep. And again, deep breath in. 1, 2, pinch. Deep breath out. That was it.
Wow.
Okay, I'm just going to close up these last little needle holes. Again, the redness that you see from the little sticks, they'll go away within about 15-30 minutes. I want you to avoid any makeup for about the next hour or two, just so those holes can kind of clean up. I'll give you a form, but just don't lay flat for 4 hours, a lot flatter than this chair for 4 hours. Don't wear a hat because it's going to put pressure on your forehead. And then no strenuous exercising where your heart rate's going to get up for the remainder of the day. Now you can go take a walk and stuff like that, but I just wouldn't go do like a run or do Orange Theory or anything like that.
We don't have to worry about that.
And then we'll plan to see you back in about 3 to 4 months.
Great.
And yeah, you let me know how you like the Dysport.
Awesome. I'm excited to see the results.
Yeah.
And I won't see them today, correct? I mean,
No,
this will slowly develop over the next 2 days.
Yes. So Dysport, again, about 2 to 5 day window for you to start seeing effects. Botox about 5 to 10 days. 2 weeks to see your full effect. And then after that, you know, I always tell people within like the 4 to 8 weeks will be kind of when it looks the best. And then just like with anything, once it hits its peak, it's going to slowly start to kind of come back down. So you'll notice that you'll start to kind of have a little bit more movement, start seeing those lines start to kind of reappear as you're getting closer to that 3 to 4 months.
Got it. Well,
Awesome.
thank you,
Yes,
Kayla.
Thank you so much.
So hopefully that helped dispel the myth if any of you out there have been considering it but just a little bit afraid. And you'll have to come visit me at my office on Main Street to see the results. But meantime, thanks, Kayla.
Thank
and
you.
come visit Radiant Skin on the Brick Street.
Thank
Zionsville.
you.